Morning, Sag. Good morning. Good morning. Come on in, everyone. Come on in, Sag. Thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel. We're going to go ahead and get into your reading. We are going to be doing some general today. We're going to be using a few of the oracle cards the way that we normally use them. And we're going to get into some tarot. Good morning, Tiffany. Hello, Queen. Hello, Queening. Oh, Quinn Crin. Oh, God, I don't want to say your name wrong. We have two queens here. Good morning, guys. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's get into your reading. We are going to start with some element cards. And then we're going to get into some oracle. Well, these are oracles as well, but we're going to get into the element. We're going to get into some oracles, and then we're going to get into the tarot, okay? So let's see what's going to come out here for you beautiful people. Let's see what's going to come out here for Sagittarius. Okay, first card that's coming out here for you is the Black Moon. Now, let me check and see what's at the bottom of the deck, because I just noticed this even with Virgo reading that I should have been incorporating that. This is interesting because this same kind of thing came out earlier with Virgo reading. And I always say that. This always happens if someone is getting so mad. They'd be like, oh my God, this ain't Virgo. It's like, I say that just in case you have Virgo in your chart. That's the only reason why I say that. You see how it says the outcome to your situation remains uncertain or unclear? You see how they want you to focus on the fact that you are in this situation right now. Whether it's housing, family situations, love situation, money situation, whatever that is, whatever that means for you, it says right now you don't know how this is going to turn out. You don't know if you're going to get out of this situation. You don't know. That's what this is saying, right? Okay. Now, look at what happens. Look at what came out after. Now, I know for a fact that this card came out here for you guys before. Now, if you pay attention, it literally says a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. So here it says you have no idea how your situation is going to change, and Spirit is like, or universe is basically saying, there's going to be something that's going to happen that is almost unbelievable for you. You won't believe that this is occurring. Now, this can come by way of a person, a message, an idea, something like that. It says you wouldn't want to miss this, and you won't. Okay, you see, it's God will be making the impossible possible through some kind of, I'm not going to say random, okay, but sometimes it's coincidences. Something just come about, and you're like, that would have never happened had I not been here, or if I had not done this, or if I hadn't told this person that, right? It's one of those things. And so it's rare. You can tell that it feels like it's orchestrated just due to what you see. It feels orchestrated. You don't know. Okay. And I like the fact that with this card, it says the power of the hidden, because it's like the universe is like concealing it from you in order for it to be that much of a surprise. You get what I'm saying? So I want to say that this is amazing. That's what I want to say. That is going to be an amazing energy. Let me go ahead. Let me shuffle a little bit. I did earlier, but let me shuffle again. Let's see what comes out here for Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Thank you. You guys had South Node. Leo. Now, this has something to do with your confidence or a lack of confidence, your lack of expression, maybe, you know, someone or dealing with someone with ego issues. You could be dealing with a Leo. Something could happen during Leo season. But there's an egotistical mofo coming back up in here, y'all. South Node is specifically dealing with a past. Now, the reason why I'm taking my time, because it says, what's left unfinished? Well, the past feels like something is unfinished. And if you're looking at Leo, it talks about taking charge. Someone coming in with this type of energy, you know who this person is. Someone who could be very cocky, very confident, over the top. They could be attractive even if they're very quiet. Okay, either way, that's what it's saying. But this is something else here that's not being said. Lessons not being learned. Because if we're talking about Leo, we're talking about self-esteem, and we're talking about how you feel about yourself. How are you going to proceed when the past comes back into your sight? Now, for some of you, this could have something to do with feelings. Maybe you start thinking about something. Okay? But I feel like this is going to be a person. And it could be a love interest. It could be, or it could be a younger sister, younger brother. Someone who could be, I don't know why I say younger. I just feel like their energy could be a little immature. But it's definitely someone here who may have had secrets in the past. They didn't tell you something. They didn't let you know. Okay? You could have been in some type of connection with this person, and they were not giving the way that you were giving. So let's say if it was a sister, you're like, I'm doing all of this, I'm doing all of this, I'm doing all of these things, and like, you're not helping. Okay? Or in a love relationship, you were there, but there was really no, the spark was dying, or there was this distancing that was happening between you and this person. You couldn't figure out what. I also feel like this could be someone that is new, that you feel familiar with. Unexplainable energy of familiarity. Like, you know what? I just met you, son, first impressions, right? Like, I just met you. But something about your energy feels so familiar to me, I can't really put my finger on it. And it goes back to the South Node, past lives. Not necessarily in this lifetime, but in lifetimes prior. You're like, I know you. I feel like I know you. You may not say that out loud, though. You definitely won't tell them that, but you'll be like, it's just something about them I can't really explain. You guys are going to be having this recurring thing of past, whether it is you're supposed to come across this person or actual past people. It could be both. I feel like also dealing with your money. Leo is the sun, and it depends on what house that's in. But I do believe that this has something to do with debts. Some of you guys could be paying off debts because, again, Leo energy, which means that there's a prideful energy there. You've done something. You feel proud of yourself, that you've accomplished something. So if you were in debt, I do see by the looks of this that a lot of you guys are going to be able to pay off some debts here. Let's go ahead. Let's keep going. This is going to be for Sagittarius. Now, when I look at this on my camera, it looks like it's right in my face. But when I look at it on the computer, it looks like it's not in front of y'all. So I apologize. That's why I keep adjusting it. I want to make sure it looks presentable. Okay. Pink moon. New and exciting opportunities is on the horizon. Well, we already knew that. We saw that with the blue moon. Blue moon specifically said it. You feel, or you are at a place where you don't know how life is going to change for you. You have no idea. It seems impossible, which is the reason why that card came out, talked about the impossible being made possible. And here it even talks about your feelings towards it. Exciting. A once in a lifetime opportunity that will present itself to you, that will give you an opportunity to move forward. And again, like I said before, you know, and I like the fact that it says you need to focus on the future. Basically, this is what it's saying. You need to focus on the new. You need to focus on this future, this new path that you guys are about to go on. That's what you need to focus on. Okay. So I will say, just based off of what I'm looking at here, I definitely believe that for a lot of you, it could be a new job, because it's, I mean, it could be a relationship, because it's something that's making you feel proud. It's like you feel good that you're in this place. Now let's see what shows at the bottom. Oh, you guys had Neptune. I wasn't even paying attention. Pink moon seems romantic to me too. Now what's coming out is Neptune. You could be dealing with a Pisces, Leo, Libra. I don't think that you're going to be confused about taking these next steps in the future. Okay, because remember, it says that you're mature enough. Like it's kind of like one of those things that if you are ready for it, if you want this change, you're just going to do it. You're just going to be like, forget it. I'm just going to go ahead and do it anyway. But when you look at Neptune, Neptune specifically talks about dreams. You're moving towards your dreams, but it's not an illusion. It's not a fantasy. This is not one of those things that you're conjuring up in your head where you're like, you know, I've been wanting to be a superstar and or a rocket scientist my whole life, and you're 70. Not saying that you can't, but like if you go to school for that and you have no knowledge in physics, can you imagine how long it's going to take for you to be a rocket scientist? Like we're saying, you're going to be experiencing dreams that are realistic. That's basically what this is saying. Dreams that are realistic, no fantasy involved, no fantasy included. I don't feel like you have to sacrifice yourself for this new beginning. I don't feel that way based off of what I see, because again, you are proud of something. Before though, what were you doing with that pink moon before? Especially romantically. Right? Romantically, you were the one who was sacrificing, even for your family, though. Let's go there, because we're talking about love. That's all kinds of love. That means that you guys were, you know, you had to do things for your mother. You had to do things for your grandparents. You had to do things for your child out of love and sacrifice. This is how it's been, right? It's all about sacrifice. And a lot of things have been pushed to the side or dismissed because of it. And so when we're talking about sacrificial, it's the things that you haven't been able to experience, things that you actually love but couldn't obtain. And so the pink moon specifically says new. Okay, new path. And how are you feeling? Excited about it. That's the reason why you feel proud. Now, Neptune is a divine love. I remember looking that up. And I thought it was very interesting, because that divine love, especially when it's a certain aspect that hits in a chart. And I've seen it for 3 people. And I was like, I'm not going to tell them. I'm just going to tell them that there's going to be something really, really nice that's going to happen for them. I want them to be surprised. Okay. And a lot of you, and I think I did read that was one of it was a Sagittarius actually. A lot of you guys are going to come across your divine counterpart, and it is going to feel absolutely amazing. Absolutely. So first steps on a new direction, on a new path where you feel more confident. You're going to be taking a leap of faith here with this Leo energy. You're being courageous. You're not shrinking back. That's what I see. Let's go ahead. Let's move into a new card deck. I like doing the cards this way. What the hell have I been doing so far with these cards? I've been using my own energy, I guess. I pull one card and I just be yapping. But I read differently anyway, so I guess this is like a new way. All right, let's see. New card deck. Let's see what comes out. This is going to be for Sagittarius. It's not new, but another one, rather. Isn't this interesting? Well, sorry. I can't do it on this side because the cord is over there. To get through the maze of confusion, I just said that, didn't I? Sure did. To get through the maze of confusion, you must first align with your purpose. You have been off track. Your body's been telling you, your mind, your heart, your soul has been telling you something, but you have not aligned with it the way that you're supposed to. So you can't say that you can't say that you want something and you are not walking in accordance with that. And this is the part where I start saying phony. This is how I get your attention, because it says authentically. You have not been living your authentic life. You haven't been true to yourself. And it starts with these first 3 cards. Being in relationships with whoever, and they weren't being truthful. You hiding secrets. They're hiding secrets. You hiding your feelings and your emotions because you're not trying to make waves in the water. Whatever, right? Either way, this is why I feel like, like I said before, this Leo energy is a proud energy. Yes, but that's why I said before that was that black moon where something did affect your self-esteem in the past. Here it says you are now listening to your inner compass and you are going to be living authentically. You can't live phony. You don't want to be phony. You're tired of pretending. And if you've been off track, you're going to get back on track, because that's the only way that you can get to that what? Blue moon. How can you get to the opportunity if you're not on track? You think the universe is going to throw pearls to swines, as they say? Here you are, feeling like swine, feeling worthless, feeling like you can't obtain anything in life with your negative thoughts and your negative feelings, right? And God is going to throw something valuable to you? No, it says this is where you're about to head. Your line is your soul is going to be aligned. That's exactly what it's talking about. You should be proud of yourself. You should be. Which is the reason why Leo is sitting in your position anyway. You should be proud, because it was very hard for you to get to where you are or where you're about to go. You were a slave to something or someone, and you've learned your lessons, haven't you? When life gets tough, remember you were born to overcome, not lose. You have experienced a hard life, bad karma, or bad circumstances. You've been very resilient, but you have scars. Some of you guys need therapy. You haven't even gotten therapy. You refuse to get therapy. You refuse to talk to people. You want to hold everything in. That's the reason why Black Moon is sitting there hidden feelings. Some of you guys got hidden desires. Things that you've been wanting to do forever. You just haven't even told anybody because you're like, I ain't gonna get it anyway, so what's the point of talking about it? Here it says you must first align with your soul. And that's how you're going to get your blue moon. Let's go ahead. Let's keep going. This is going to be for Sagittarius. It's so funny because I've done so many readings in my lifetime. I could do this with my eyes closed, y'all. Y'all see I'm barely talking. Remember how I used to be like really expressive? I'm not even like that anymore, because it's like I'm like that on certain days, but now the stuff flows out like water, right? It's just like, this is so simple. It's hard to actually implement in lives. This is one thing that I've learned. Like, when you do readings and you see that the universe is actually giving people let's see, resolutions, right? But it's like, even that's everybody. It's me. That's all the oracles that I've had, people in general. It's hard to implement it. And so these readings are a reminder to keep going, right? Like, let's say you forgot yesterday. Universe told you to align with your soul yesterday. Today, we're saying the same thing. Are you aligned today? Especially in the morning. It's always good to get in alignment in the morning, so you won't get in the middle of the day and be like, damn, I should have started. I wish I had a reminder this morning, and then I would be on track. That's the only reason why I go on in the morning most of the time. It's hard for me to do this in the mornings, but I do it for y'all because I love y'all. Anyway, here it says, thornless rose. What does it say? An instant connection to someone could later become a relationship. Instant attraction. Love at first sight. Crush. Fast attachments. Oh my God, I love this so much. Ooh. Sitting right on that Leo, that means this person fine. This person looks good. They're attractive. I can tell you that. Let me tell you what's another thing that's so amazing. Leo is confidence, right? Look at what came up under that, confidence. This person is attractive, and there's something, and y'all like that. It's something about, you know, you being very magnetized towards someone who has confidence, who has the ability to actually draw in a crowd. So here it says, be proud of who you are. Love it. It's telling you that. Be proud of who you are and what you have to offer as you enter into a new chapter. Saying the same thing again. There it is. Be proud of who you are. Boldness, pride, self-worth, and feeling secure. Sitting again right on that Leo energy, saying the same thing. Oh, I don't feel proud right now. Okay, we're reading future. We're not saying that that's where you are right now. We're not saying that. We're saying that's where you're headed. Because again, Pink Moon says what? First steps to a new path. You don't have to be there right now in order to know that that's where you're going to be. I also like the fact that it literally says that there's going to be relationships that is painless. Relationships that are painless, not painful. And it is new. It feels new. I don't feel this person to be past at all. I don't see a past person here. You love the confidence that they are exuding. You love that. You see, you guys, you're, for a lot of you, you are thinking because you're single or because you're not with the person from the past that they've abandoned you and now you're lonely and now you have to reflect on the type of stuff, the type of person that you need. And that goes back to this card. It's interesting because I saw void and I didn't say anything because I'm like, that's almost the same thing that I read already. And it was necessary to have this moment of respite. You get what I'm saying? As lonely as it has been, you needed to reflect on what you did not want because a lot of you guys were persuaded to go backwards. This is all about progression, not regression. Okay? That's what this is about, hands down. Let's get your Pink Moon. This is for Sagittarius. Angelic help. It says your angels are helping you in powerful ways. Reassurance. Reassurance card. Okay. Hello. Are you listening? Are you guys talking? Are you driving? Okay. Are you listening? It says your angels are helping you in powerful ways. Look for signs and messages as they come. Now, look at this. The first card that I saw was miracle. The first, okay. I went to miracle and jumped all the way to the end. I didn't even see it in the middle. It says miracle and support. What was the card that we saw in the beginning part of this reading? Blue Moon. And it says what? Making the impossible possible. That's a miracle. Twice. Two different card decks saying the same thing. I know. I get it. It's hidden. You guys can't see it. It's very unclear. You're very uncertain how this is going to work for you. But it is going to be something that's going to pop, just pop up. Because you're not the one that's doing it. There's other things happening behind the scenes. And I love the fact that it was very specific, that means that the universe is working on your behalf in order to bring this in here. You see how excited you are? You see how angels are like, I want to bring you a gift. I got something for you. I want to bring you something. It's going to be new. And how are you going to feel? Excited. Synchronicity. Being at the right place at the right times, talking to the person that's the right person at the right time, right? Saying the right things at the right time. That's what it says. Let's go ahead. Let's keep going. Let's keep moving. Let's keep focusing. We're going to check your money really, really quickly. This is going to be for Sagittarius. We'll see the cards that actually fall out. Sagittarius. See. First card that falls here for you. Aw. You got this. This card has a lot of these in here. It's like a whole bunch of extras. You got the Princess of Autumn, which talks about you being very intelligent and reliable. But you got this at the bottom of the deck with the Three of Swords. Let's look. A wonderful opportunity related to your work or education, such as a promotion or scholarship, is coming your way. Seize the day. Seize this chance. There it is again, to learn something. This is going to be very rewarding. Now, you guys may have to go back to school or do a training course or do something of that nature. Maybe you get the job and it's going to be online training. You may have to do like 3 or 4 weeks of training. I had never knew that existed until like when I was married a long time ago. I think I was like 23. And, I was, we can go with our spouse to another state so they can train for 4 weeks. I was like, I'm good. I did not want to. It was in it was a state that it was barely anything around. I'm like, you know what? I would love a vacation, but no, I did not want to go. But one thing that I can tell you, some of you guys could experience that, where there's an opportunity that's going to come about and you may have to train for a while, okay, with this new job. And it may not even be that long, but that could happen. I do believe that it's going to be bringing in some money for you. But you can also brush up on your skills. Like if it's something that you need to learn, they have like little courses that you can do that. But either way, this is what this is saying, okay? This is going to be something that's going to uplift your career. That's all. Don't allow your emotions to get the best of you. Because see, I sense some let me tell you why I'm saying this before I move forward. I sense with that 3 of Swords, some inconsistencies based on how you feel when things are not necessarily going your way or going right. And this is saying you need, especially with that Pentacle energy, right? It always talks about stability with that, okay? And it's like you need to stick to the plan. Like, I get that right now you may not feel the best, right? You may not feel like everything is going, today could be fine, but tomorrow may not be. This week may be fine, but next week you may have a whole bunch of stuff. You may, I feel like, I don't feel like doing it. I don't feel like doing it. I don't feel like doing it. And that's what I hear. And it's like, see how you were in your feelings and you're not sticking to the plan. And see, that's something that they want you to be aware of, because see, you're stronger than before. You're not the same person. Stick to the plan. Right now, you're coming out with pennies on the dollar here. That's no money. Is this making you happy? No. Okay, stick to the plan. Now, the 3 of Swords specifically talks about sadness as a part of life, but you don't have to endure it alone. So again, this is what's making me feel like there's going to be someone that's going to come in here and they're going to help you. But you got to make sure you work through your feelings and your emotions, because again, I feel like sometimes you can't be reliable even with yourself. Got this inconsistent energy here when it comes down to getting things done. And it's saying, stick to the plan. Let's go ahead. Let's keep going. Let's get your last card here for Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Thank you. Hello. You could be dealing with Aquarius. That's at the bottom of the deck. Oof. That card, this card came out earlier. You guys are like, okay, I don't know how long I can stand. No, I don't know how long I can stand. Okay. And like have to like endure and persist. Okay, here it says you worked hard and you will get what you want. Don't think that life is going to be, a box of chocolates, right? Like it's, some things, and then no, it could be like a box of chocolates. I was about to say something else, but then I remember that line from Forrest Gump. Some stuff in a box of chocolate you do not like. You pick around it. And I really do believe, but if you want something bad enough and you got a sweet tooth, baby, you're going to eat that very thing that you don't like just because it's sitting there. Let's just keep it a buck, okay? So it's like you're still going to be able to endure it, okay? You can always find something, some sweetness in life, even if it feels very weighted on you, all right? Yeah, but you're about to spring into action. There it is again. Like I'm telling you, like, you're overcoming these challenges. You're overcoming a lot of things that you've experienced. And even though some of you guys can feel a little resentful about it, that's going to be nothing to you. Why? Because the star card specifically says something. Now, that picture shows that gazelle popping out of the grass, right? And the star card says, you are about to take a giant leap forward. Ain't that crazy? Literally. The gazelle is jumping out of, this is the descriptive, this is a visual of what it's saying. And this is what it says here with the star card. You are about to take a big leap forward with your life. Worry will be replaced with optimism. Fear with hope. Fear will be, let's look at this. I want y'all to hear it this way because I don't want you to get this twisted. Worry will be replaced with optimism. Fear will be replaced with hope. And joy is coming home to roost. Okay? So things that you have been wanting to come about will be happening for you very soon. Yes, you feel isolated. You feel alone. Okay? You feel abandoned by people, by your parents, by your lovers. You feel abandoned. That stuff is going to disappear for you. Not all, not everything, but you know, the majority of the things that you're experiencing. Sagittarius, I love you guys. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. If you guys are interested in a personal reading, all the information is down below in the description box. I'll see you a little bit later on today. Maybe not. Maybe so. Hopefully, guys.